All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to the Akim pushing his truth and sincerity, bahasham, rawchaa, qadash. All right, so I got this article right here, okay? It says Auschwitz, the underground guided tour, okay? What the tour guides don't tell you at Auschwitz-Birkenau, okay? And basically, we know that in order for the Amalekites, okay, to fit biblical prophecy, they would have to orchestrate them going into captivity and being oppressed, and that's what they did in World War II. Okay, when Germany, okay, so-called, put these Amalekites into concentration camps. That's exactly what they did. If they did not go into the concentration camps, they could never fit biblical prophecy of being the true Hebrew Israelites. Okay, so if you look at the table of contents right here, it tells you a little history you don't get from tour guides. Okay, it says this is what they had. Okay, I don't know if it was at all three camps, because I think there was three concentration camps, or I'm not too sure, but this is what they had. It says brothel and library, art museum, kitchen, the camp orchestra, a history of the orchestra. It says the women had an orchestra at Birkenau, other music and theater groups, Auschwitz post office, infirmaries, theater, swimming pool, hospital, crematorium, workshops, and they had recreational sports. Okay, at the Birkenau concentration camp, they had a central sauna. Okay, they had kitchens, music, and mating. Okay, up here they had a brothel, as you can see. I'm not too sure which Auschwitz that was, but down here at the Birkenau one, they had mating and music, sports, and a soccer field, crematorium. Okay, and if you go into this article, you know, it paints a different picture, okay, of what these Amalekites went through in these concentration camps. It didn't go down like how they say. And we know through the spirit and through, you know, the wisdom and knowledge of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, that they had to perpetrate this this narrative so that they can fit the curses, so they can fit what the true Israelites would have went through. Okay, but that's far from the case. Okay, so you can read this. If you look this article up, man, you go into it. All right, and it paints a different picture from what you know, the elites have been perpetrating, you know, for so many decades, man. Okay, that they were oppressed, this, that, and the other. You know, it didn't go down like that, man. They manipulated through the media to the West, and ultimately that was their ultimate plan. Okay, for them to manipulate the minds of the people out here in the West, you know, in the Americas, to believe that those people were the chosen, and that's why they went through those things. But that's far from the case, because more Israelites, so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, died than the Amalekites in them camps, man. Okay, and you have to search for this info. It wasn't easy to find this, but I found it. You know, because a lot of the info that goes into debunking them concentration camps is hidden. A lot of videos that are taken down on YouTube, a lot of articles that were you can't find them. It's very hard to find. This was hard to find. It took me a while to find this information. Okay, but if they don't fit, then who does? Well, we do. Okay, and this is what we've been bringing out. But I just wanted to bring, you know, this out. Just wanted to focus on this, that, you know, we're the ones that went through the ultimate slavery, man. Okay, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the true biblical Israelites. We went through the real slavery, man. Okay, so yeah, I encourage brothers, man, to look up this article, man. Look up this article, okay? And you know, Lord willing, you can find it. It was hard for me to find it, but yeah, look this up, okay? Because really, you know, I'm gonna say this. Look, let me go back. It's under this article, okay? It's under this article, Immigration, Globalization, Political Correctness, the Jewish Elites Attack on the World, and it's under this one. Okay, I don't know if this is a subcategory or a subtopic, sub-article in this article. I'm not too sure, but right here it says Jews should get over the Holocaust. I'm going to just read this. It says, during World War II, Germany rounded up millions of civilians, both Jews and non-Jews, so-called Jews and non-Jews, who would potentially become wartime who could potentially become wartime saboteurs, belligerent spies, informants, messengers of the enemy, subversives, etc. Germany then relocated these people to various camps. They would remain in such camps whilst the war was going on. At the end of the war, Germany planned to move all camp internees somewhere outside of Europe, assuming Germany had won World War II. Okay, so the ultimate plan was for them to the Germans to remove these Amalekites out of Europe. Okay, with regard to the Jews, Hitler had considered moving them to Madagascar. Yes, you read that correctly, Madagascar. With that said, and despite what Jewish-dominated Hollywood has been peddling over the past several decades, there was never, I repeat, never a plan to kill the Jews of Europe. Hitler's final solution was a plan to relocate all Jews out of Europe. It was not a plan to exterminate them. This distinction cannot be emphasized, though. You know, and of course, if we bring this out, people are gonna be like, "Oh man, well, you're anti-Semitic, man. You know that's wrong." Okay, so yeah, but when you can find the tour guide right here on the bottom, Auschwitz Underground Guided Tour by Carolyn Giger. Okay, this is where I got that article. Okay, so if you look this up, you can find it. Okay, but this is the article right here that showed the Auschwitz. Okay, and I'm like I said, I don't know if it was one or it's talking about the 3 or 2. I'm not too sure, but read that article, man. It's very very interesting, man. You know. As I wait for this to load, yeah, I just wanted to reiterate, that article is very interesting, man. In other words, the media peddled a different type of narrative than what was really going down with those Amalekites in them camps, man. So it was all perpetrated to deceive the people on the West, to have them believe, okay, that those were the chosen, that those were the real, Israelites, when that's far from the case. I also have this video, Auschwitz, the surprising hidden truth. Okay, this guy right here. They question him, and he goes in on a spiel about, he was a survivor from the atrocities in the gas chambers and what Auschwitz was like and life in the camp and whatnot. But really, he gets dissected. The narrator's dissecting everything he's saying. This is gold. This is a gold mine right here, brothers. Watch this video. It's very very edifying. Okay, so with that being said, Lord willing, they don't flag this video, I'm going to go into some scriptures. And Lord willing, this be edifying. This is Psalms 109:2. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. Right. The mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against the Israelites. They're speaking against us with a lying tongue, saying that we're not the Israelites, that we're just a bunch of goyim, that we're the cattle, we're the Gentiles. They compassed me about also with words of hatred and fought against me without a cause. Because ultimately, they're fighting against us with anti-Semitism. They're the anti-Semitic, not us. Although we are both from Shem, they prove to have not wanted nothing to do with the birthright. Okay. They didn't want nothing to do with representing Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, because that was their inheritance, but they put it aside, okay, and they sold it for nothing. Okay, we can read that in Genesis the 25th chapter. Okay, this is Psalms 10:7. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Let's look up some of these words. His mouth is full of cursing. Right, they put curses on us, man. Through the music, man, they put curses on us, I read somewhere they put curses on social media and that, so anybody who gets on it, you're really cursed, Anyone who opens up Facebook, man, I heard about that, His mouth is full of, to put demons, because music has an influence on people in their spirit. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Right, he's deceitful, man. He's not upright. He's not telling the truth. Injury, oppression, oppressor. Right, and he's really oppressing the real Jews. Hey, Hitler knew that. Hitler knew who the true Jews of the Most High were. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Okay? Oppression. They oppressed us by what? Taking our heritage, okay, and lying to us and saying that we were nobodies. When in reality, we're everything, okay? We're the apple of the Lord's eye. Mischief and vanity, right? Trouble, wickedness, sorrow, trouble, sorrow, idolatry, trouble of iniquity, wickedness, okay? Right? They're troubling us, man. And it's all vain, man, you know? Ultimately, it's the Lord's plan, but, you know, they're going to be found liars, and their deceitful plan, they're not going to be able to fulfill it, okay? And it's all going to come to naught, you know? Scriptures say when he plans to fill his belly, you know, the Lord's going to stop him, roughly paraphrasing, you know? Let me get Psalms 12:2. Right. They perpetrated a lie, man. And only someone who's influenced by Satan himself can do this, man. Only him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all signs, lying, powers, and wonders can perpetrate such a hoax like this, man. The hollow hoax, as it is called. And it's very hard to find that information. Okay. This is Psalms 12:2. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor. Right. They're lying. Okay. That guy in that video. Okay, you know, he's lying through his teeth because the narrator actually breaks that guy's down in his testimony and other people's testimony, and with physical evidence, you know, because Esau's all about physical evidence, you know, it just doesn't add up. There's no way that the gas chambers could have exterminated, I don't know what were they saying? Millions of Amalekites. There's no way. It was humanly impossible for them to be doing that, but they perpetrated propaganda, you know, through propaganda, that lie, so that the people in the West could believe, okay, that they're the real oppressed. They speak vanity, everyone with his neighbor, and that guy was fitting right in. That guy in that video, okay, that video that I showed earlier, he was fitting right in there. He's speaking vanity, everyone with his neighbor, all of them in cahoots. All right, with that, you know, that propaganda, with flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak, right? Because they'll flatter you, you know. Jews will flatter you and say, hey, this, that, and the other, pretend to be cool, but really they have a double mind. They have a plan. You know, we're the goyim, supposedly, and they're the elites. Okay, but really it's the opposite. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Okay, who have said with our tongue, will we prevail? Our lips are our own, who is Lord over us. Right? All, you know, the Lord's going to cut all these lies out, man. He's going to stop all the mouth. The scriptures say that the mouth of iniquity shall be stopped. Okay? Who have said with our tongue will we prevail? Our lips are our own, who is Lord over us, right? Okay? Because they say, who can stop them? Who can stop them from spreading lies? Who can stop them from claiming that everybody that goes against them is anti-Semitic? Who can do it? You know? Hopefully this video stays on. I don't know. Because they want to ultimately cover up any information that exposes them. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith Yahawah. And that's what the Lord is doing. Okay, he's arising by putting his spirit upon the true Israelites to shed light on these devils and what they've done. Okay, and how they basically stole our heritage. For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, now will I arise, saith Yahawah. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. Okay, the Lord's going to set us in safety from him that puffeth at him, at us. Okay, I'm going to read these, as brothers already know. You know, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. You see that? They are the adversary to the Most High, those who claim, okay, to be the true Israelites. You are the adversary. Okay, the Lord knows the works, you know, of every man. Okay. What does the scripture say? The he that planted the eye shall not he reprove the heathen, or something to that effect. Okay, right. The Lord knows our poverty and our tribulation, but we're rich in faith, man. The Lord has given us the true faith, the true gospel of the Bible. Revelation 3:9, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, to know that I have loved thee. All right, so ultimately they're going to know, you know, the pride of their heart has deceived them. But they're going to come to know who the true Israelites are, okay? And they're going to know that it's us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, the Native Americans, the confusion of faces, all right? Because there is people that look like the other nations, but their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 33:29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahawah, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thine excellency. Okay, the Lord is the shield. The Lord is our shield. Okay, and with his mouth go with the two-edged sword to smite the nations. Okay, with his truth and ultimately with his judgment. Okay, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. You see, so they're gonna be trampled on. Okay, they're being found out to be liars, man, and very good liars at that. Okay, who else could do it but someone who was, possessed by Satan, could lie like that. Lord willing, this was edifying. Hopefully this video stays up. I want to say shalom.